Shamai. Good morning, all. You find me with my bobble hat on. It's suddenly gone colder. So I thought I'd put this on just to keep me warm till we start warming up. How are you this morning? I'm hoping everything's good. We have got a really nice session for you today. Again, a really nice mix of aerobic work, something that's going to help your heart and lungs, and a little bit of functional strength. We are going to be setting up a couple of new classes over the next couple of weeks. So if you do want to work a little bit more on strength or a little bit more on flexibility, then just give me a shout and we'll pop you into one of those classes. So, are we feeling well? Good. If you're not feeling well, you know I always do this at the start. If you're feeling at all unusual, maybe give it a miss today. By all means, carry on watching, but go very, very easy. Even if you just do some of the warm-up mobility moves and then stop it there. If you're feeling tip-top, even if you're a little bit tired, let's get started. But if you do feel at all unusual during the session, just give it a miss. Right, I have got, before we get started, a chair, because we are going to be doing some sit to stands rather than just normal squats. I've got some dumbbells, very light dumbbells, or if you want to use tins of beans or bottles of water, something like that. Please just go and get them now, because I'll be a minute talking. I've got some water just in case I need a little refreshment. Apart from that, we've got a nice safe space around us. Okay, so if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. Okay, and down here is actually Sam. So he's chilled out again today. Let's see if he joins in. Let's not. He's never far to be seen away. So let's get those feet hip width apart. Let's really think about standing nice and tall, nice and tall. And all we're going to do, we're going to start just thinking about lengthening through this spine. Okay, guys? So really, really open out your chest. See if you can draw these shoulder blades just down the back. See if you can slide them into a V. So what we're going to do is really think about getting ourselves into that position rather than here that we want to be in while we're exercising. And hopefully you'll remember to do this in everyday life. Now, once we've got that nice open chest, okay, shoulder blades slid down the back, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to start moving these feet a little bit. So if I just show you from this angle, okay, while we're walking on the spot, I want you to be aware of what happens here, what happens here. So do we sort of do this? Do we stick the bottom out and really exaggerate this curve and sort of let these abdominal muscles just go? If we do, what I want you to think about doing is just lifting that chest, almost imagining you've got a big, long, heavy tail. Just let that tail hang down towards the heels. See if you can just gently, gently draw in these tummy muscles. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but just see if you can activate them. It really helps just to lift the chest. So basically, bottom in, chest out, okay? Think Barbara Windsor. Now, let's get these arms going a little bit, and then let's slow the legs down. Slow the legs down into a little bit of a pedal, and we're going to squeeze those shoulders up, relax the shoulders down. Good. So it's a little shrug. Up, and then breathe out, relax those shoulders down. Okay, we're going to go up one more time, and then really see if you can breathe out as these shoulders come down. Just let them fall, and then we're just going to steady the feet, relax the shoulders. So we're back where we started. So lovely long spine, open chest. Let's just take a little knee bend, and as we straighten those legs, take some shoulder rolls. So we're not really focusing on the knee bend. It's just about making sure these leg muscles are doing something while we take these shoulder rolls. So focus on the shoulders. And what we can do is breathe in, and we're going to breathe out. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. All right, let's take these feet a little bit wider. Let's focus now less on the shoulders, more on this lower back. So we're going to lift the rib cage out of the hips, and we're going to come all the way up. And I'm going to show you from this angle to the other side. Lift the rib cage out of those hips and up. So we're not overreaching. We're not trying too hard. Just think in terms of that lower back, and we're just getting a little bit of movement between the lower vertebra. That's it. You've got it. That's all it is. We're looking straight ahead, and you'll notice there's a really nice bit of mobility going on there. So we're just trying to increase the range of movement in this lower back. And at the same time, we're warming the muscles up around it. Now, let's take a little walk on the spot. Let's see if we can walk forwards on the spot. Let's see if we can walk backwards on the spot. Let's do that again. So we're going to go forwards on the spot, and we're going to go backwards. Brilliant. On the spot. Only if you've got enough room. If you haven't got enough room, just stay on the spot. Okay, and backwards on the spot. We're going to go forwards one more time on the spot. We're going to go backwards and on the spot. And then we're going to slow these legs down a little bit. While we're doing that, we're just going to circle these wrists. So just imagine you're making circles with these hands and change direction. Good. All right, now we're going to slow it down again. We're going to go back to that little pedal. I'll just show you what the little pedal looks like. So we're warming up those ankles, warming up those calf muscles. Now with these hands, I'm going to come a little bit closer. What we're going to do is we're going to make a fist. We're going to bring it in. And then what we're going to do is just really stretch out those arms. Good. So we're going to make a fist, and we're going to push away. Really stretch out those hands. Fist. Good. I want to really get some wrist mobility in here. Good. Hand and grip strength. Fist and stretch. Good. Really squeeze. Stretch it out. Really squeeze. Stretch it out. And then just let those arms swing, guys. Good. While we're letting those arms swing, let's just take some little toe taps forwards and just really let those arms go. So it's really nice just letting the arms swing for shoulder mobility. Okay. Excellent. Now let's see if we can relax the arms. Take those little heel digs in front. So again, I'll show you from this angle. Brilliant. Heels down. Heels just gently pushing down towards the floor. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Now change that heel dig just to a little kick forwards. Just to a little kick forwards. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're just going to walk it out, guys. So while we're walking it out, we're just going to take a little bicep curl. And we're also going to just squeeze those hands, open out those fingers. Squeeze those hands, open out the fingers. Squeeze those hands one more time. Now we're going to turn those palms so they're facing down. We're going to bring those arms to shoulder level and down. Good. Up. Now think about this really nice long spine all the time. Keep looking straight ahead, and we're going to bring it down. Now we're going to bring it down, and we're going to take one arm just a little bit further, bring it down. We're going to take the other arm just a little bit further, bring it down. One arm a little bit further, only as far as you feel comfortable. Don't push it. Don't push into pain. Don't sort of get it so far and then really start to try and reach. Just listen to that natural range. Brilliant. And then we're just going to bring these arms across the body, out to the side. Good. Cross the body, out to the side. One more time. Cross to the body. And then we're just going to steady those feet. Take a little bend. Breathe in. I'll come back so you can see what I'm doing. And out. Good. So straighten out those legs. Soften those knees. Breathe in And breathe out. Let's see if you can bring these hands behind you. Just touch those fingertips together and keep that chest lifted, okay? And then just shake it out. Shake it out. Brilliant work. How are we all doing there? Okay, feeling a little bit warmer? Almost. I'm going to start to bring in some of the bigger muscle groups now. So we're going to take some little knee lifts. And then we're going to bring it down. And then we're going to see if we can take some taps behind us. Let's just show you from this angle. Little taps behind us. See if you can squeeze these bottom muscles. In a sense, it's almost sliding these legs. Not sort of, what am I trying to say? Let's just ignore what I'm trying to say because I can't quite find the words for it. So let's just go with a nice little rhythmic tap behind. Now, let's see if we can tap out to the side. Good. And we're just going to gradually build that range. So again, we've got that long, long body. And then we're just going to see if we can tap a little bit wider. Little bit wider. Good. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now, what we're going to do next is walk on the spot, make some circles with these elbows, and then we're going to make these circles just a little bit bigger, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guys, brilliant. Give yourselves a little pat on the back, and let's march it out. Good. Give yourself a little pat on the back, and then march it out. Good. Now we're going to march it out and pat on the back. You ready? March and pat. March and pat. Great. 2 more, one either side, and 1 more, and then relax. Now, what I should have said at the start, I do apologize for those of you who may be in a chair. All these exercises can be done in this chair. So you can see I've got my back away from the chair. If we can all keep our feet moving, everything we're doing can be seated, whether it's the taps, okay, taps behind. Knee lifts are the only thing we have to be a little bit careful with because the knees are in that position already. Okay, so do feel you can use the chair if you need to. All right, guys, I'm going to get you to bring one arm onto the opposite shoulder. Hug that arm in. We're going to release. Let's do the same on the other side. Hug that arm in, and we're going to release. And then we're going to take the feet a little bit wider. We're going to take a little squeeze of the heel towards the bottom. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to knee lift. 4, 3, 2. Back to the hamstring curls. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee lift. 4, 3, 2. Nice tall trunk. Hamstring curl. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's bring those feet down. Let's see now if we can take that little step behind. Press the heel to the floor, bring it up. We're going to do that again. Press and up. We're going to do that one more time. Press, bring it in, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So we're taking that step behind, heel behind that big toe, pressing down and up. A little bit of stretching on the move, and then we're going to bring it in. We're going to go back to those heel digs. Now let's see if we can add a bicep curl. Let's see if we can add a chest press. Good, like a wall press. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bicep curl. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to leave that heel there. We're just going to sink down into that back of the thigh, lengthening, bring it up, march it up. Let's do the same on the other side. Bring it down and gently lengthen, bring it up. Let's bring it back. Good work, guys. So we're going to take a punch. We're going to punch up. We're going to punch to the side. We're going to punch forwards. And we're going to punch to the other side. Good. Up. Brilliant. Forwards and down. Okay, everybody. Let's just take those feet a little bit wider apart. we're going to see if we can just get a little bit of rotation throughout this trunk. So I'm going to let the hips go as well. You can see we've got a little bit of rotation. Just be careful with this. Okay, we're just going to take a little bit of really nice movement. Watch out for the person next to you. Should have said that before we started, shouldn't I? And then bring it back in. Okay, we're just going to walk it out, guys. We're going to go back to those hamstring curls. So, squeezing these heels towards the bottom. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to practice a little bit of mini squatting, okay? So those of you who don't get on with the squats, I don't want you to go mad, but I don't want you to leave it out. So nice and tall, heels glued to the floor as if you're about to sit down, come back up. So really imagine sinking into the heels. This tailbone is dropping behind the heels. This is not what we're doing. That is not it. That is not it. So if you had a chair in front of you, you would be pushing your bottom to the back of the chair. Good. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Back to those hamstring curls. Add a little pulse. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, everybody, walk those feet out. Take a breath out. Take a breath in. And as we take a breath in, let's see if we can make a nice big circle with this arm. Okay? And the same on the other side. Now, if the shoulder won't allow you to make a circle that big, just take it a little bit wider. Okay? We're going to breathe in. And we're going to breathe out. Good. We're breathing in and we're breathing out. Okay. How are we doing? Are we ready to rumble? I'm just going to look for my little, oh, there it is. I've got my list of activities here. So have a drink. Keep your feet moving. We are going to get started. As always, we've got 12 stations. There's some balance in there as well, but you may not realize it's balance till I tell you. So it's balance on the move today. Are we ready? Are you drinked up? Have you got everything you need? We're going to start just with a few little kicks. I'm going to restart the stopwatch. I'm going to put some music on and then we'll go. So keep kicking, guys. Here we go. She says, I think I'm going to put some music on. Right. I'm going to reset the stopwatch. I'm watching you. Are you kicking? All right. Good. Let's just check that's loud enough. Keep kicking, guys. All right. Okay, we're kicking. We've got a minute of kicks. Now, to make this more challenging, we're going to add that press up position. So these kicks, we're not talking auditioning for the can, okay? It's just pushing those feet away. So if the chest press is too much, you can actually take opposite hand, opposite leg, same arm, same leg, but it feels a bit weird. Good. So we're going to have 10 seconds recovery if you want it. So if you want to just walk it out between each exercise, recover now. Now we're going to go straight into those back taps, that backward lunge, off we go. Now, remember your pace. So if this is too much, you can do 2 things. You can take the arms out. You can actually make the range of movement a bit smaller steps. And actually you can do 3 things. You can slow it down. To make it harder, you can speed it up. You can make the range bigger. And you can add arm movement. So if your breath is not fast enough, If you're feeling cold, see if you can go a little bit either faster, arms and legs, or making a bigger range. And particularly if you've got arthritis, you may find one of those doesn't work for you. Okay, recovery coming up. Keep lunging if you don't want to use it. Woo. So what have we got next? Now, I want you to imagine you've got a little hurdle in front of you. It's about halfway between your knee and your foot, and we're basically going to step over it. So, stepping over the hurdle. Good. Then with the other foot, we're going to lead. We're going to step over the hurdle. Okay? Now, only if you feel comfortable, you can step backwards over the hurdle. Backwards over the hurdle. Good. This is all about balance. Forwards. Good. Backwards. So we're using both leading legs. Now you may find you're feeling slightly wobbly. If you are, use something to hold on to. Forwards. Forwards. Good. See if you can keep that nice strong core. Brilliant. Good. You'll notice these muscles here having to work. Hip flexors having to work. Very functional. Imagine you stepping over some sort of style. Good. We're going to do one more forwards. Two more back. Brilliant. The slower you do it, the more challenging it is for your balance. Walk it out, guys. This is your recovery. Woo, good work. Sneak that in. Hamstring curls. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Now again, we can use that little pulse with the arms, but you can do whatever arm movement you like. Now, for those of you that knees don't like it, you can add a little tap instead of that curl. Okay? Try and keep those knees pointing down to the floor. Woohoo! Now I'm feeling warm. I literally had waterproof trousers on, bobble hat and a scarf as I was setting this up. 2 days ago, shorts and t-shirt. Okay, we are just squeezing those heels towards the bottom. Remember, if it gets too much, take the arms out. Good. Remember, we can do it in the chair as well. Now, recovery coming up. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you don't want to use that recovery, stay touching early. Okay? Because the next exercise is going to be side taps. 3, 2, 1. Tap. In. Tap. And in. Good. Tap. Now, I'm going to speed it up. Good. You don't have to. Now I'm going to add some arms, but again, you don't have to. So, out, out, out. Brilliant work, guys. So remember, you can slow it down. You can take the arms out. You can make the range smaller. Brilliant. Okay, you are cooking on gas today, guys. This is brilliant. Keep it up. Okay, you've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, walk it out. Now, it is the sit to stand next. I'm hoping you've got a chair. If you haven't, just do your normal squats. If you've got your chair, let's get into that front third of the chair. Heels below the knees. Make sure that chair is not going to slip backwards now. Push into your heels. Up. All the way. Squeeze that bottom. Slowly down. Are we ready? Power up. Slowly back down. Good. Power up. Now, if you want to make it harder, take the hands here. Push that bottom to the back of the chair. Squeeze that bottom on the last thing. If you lift the chest, straighten those legs. Good. Up. Now, if you need a rest, just walk it out. Squeeze. Brilliant. Squeeze. And if anyone's got exercises they want to do instead, that's fine. I know one or two of us do our own leg exercises, and that's brilliant. So the back adapted. Last one. Up we come. Walk it out, guys. Fantastic. Well, thank you. Now, knee lift. See you ready. Good. See if you can get those knees in line with that hip bone rather than allowing the knees to sort of do this. Let's strengthen these hip flexors. Now we're going on a bicep curl if you want to work a little bit harder. But you know what to do? If it gets too much, just take it out. Brilliant. Are we all okay? Good work, guys. Okay, we're listening to that breathing. Listen to that body. Super kneeling. See if you can focus on that really nice, long back, chest lifting. 3, 2, 1. It's the recovery. Okay. Oh, we got another backward lunge. Good gracious, I'm spoiling you today. That's the tap, that's you. Now we can add this time a bicep curl. Good. Wanted a little bit of backward movement, if I remember rightly. Good. With so few of us do anything backwards. Really good for us. Good. Cognitively using that brain muscle pathway. Super. So, if it gets too much, we're just going to slow it down. Make the steps smaller. Relax those arms. Or we can make a bigger range faster. Good work, guys. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. So we might need a little bit of support for the next one, because what we're going to do is lift those heels off the floor, hold it for a second, slowly down. Good. Power up, hold, slowly down. Good. Power up, hold, slowly down. Good. Power up, hold, slowly down. Good. So I've got my legs very straight. We're going to do 30 seconds like this. 20 seconds, slightly different. Okay, one more of these. Then we're just going to bend those knees slightly. And we're going to do with those knees slightly bent. So keep the knees bent. Good. So we're just activating the lower half muscle as well. Good. 3, 2, 1. And bring it down. Walk it out. My calves are burning. Alright, so we're going straight into march on the spot. Now, I'm going to give you a choice with this. We can either march really quickly, or we can take a really nice big arm swing. We can do a little bit of mixture, faster, but at your pace. Slower, bigger range. Now, if you prefer one on the tether, just go with the one you prefer. Good. You see, it's almost a it's like a ministry of silly walks, but it's that repetitive movement of the big muscles. It's going to get our arm legs moving. Not moving, they hope they're not going anywhere, but it's going to get them working a little bit harder. Yeah, so it's not a run, it's just a fast walk, guys. Notice there's no impact or very low impact. And slow it down. Let's recover. Ooh. Okay, so just be careful of your equipment, careful of each other. We're going to take single side step, step together. Good, step together, step. I'm going to speed it up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Now, especially if you're with someone else, you're going to wash those windows. I'm just going to find a good pace that I can get a really nice step. Now I'm going to just lose my arms for a minute. I'm going to talk about the legs. You keep those arms going. We're stepping with the outside of the foot. Good. We can make those steps bigger, smaller. Just find the range that works for you. Don't come away thinking, oh, my hips didn't work out, my knees didn't like it. Try and keep those knees in line with that big toe or that second toe. 3, 2, 1, walk it out. My time is spot today. Alright, so this is where we're going to get those little dumbbells. Tins, water. Now, we're going to keep those feet moving. Palms facing down. We're going to bring those arms just to shoulder level and down. Now, we're going to take that upright row, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Forward raise, breathe out and in. Upright row. Good. Forward raise. Lovely. I'm going to show you the upright row a little bit closer. Okay? Alright, good. Forward raise. Now, upright row. Keep those dumbbells quite close to the body. Imagine I'm just gently lifting your elbows by the sleeve. Good. Breathing out. Okay, one more of each. Good. Squeeze and down. Alright, everybody. So when we're putting those weights down, make sure we're keeping a nice strong back. The weights are down pretty close to you. Or put them on something raised. Keep those feet moving. Have a sip of water. We've got about a minute, okay, between each session. So, or each section. Haven't quite woken up this morning, but that was really good. So, if you're thinking, oh, I feel like I could do a bit more, see if you can maybe add some of those more challenging bits. If you're thinking, oh, that was enough, think about using the chair for the second section, slowing it down. Great stuff. Couple of changes on the next one, so just watch out for them. The change on the squat bit is going to be stand to sit rather than sit to stand. Okie dokie. Are we ready? Start kicking. Kicking. Whenever you're ready. Sorry, sir. Okay. Dog looks absolutely affronted that I daren't even touch him. Okay, so we're just taking some gentle kicks, keeping those feet moving. We don't want to stop an arm workout, we're just using this bit as a bit of recovery. Now, are we ready to add the chest press? Let's go. If the kicks are enough, stay with the kicks. Really think about pushing. I'll show you from this angle. Keep that chest lifted. Good. Maybe even think about squeezing those shoulder blades together as the elbows come back. Brilliant, guys. Nice repetitive movement. So remember, if it gets too much, change the arms. Good. Brilliant, guys. Keep it up. We've got a few more seconds. We're going to recover, then go into the next exercise. 3, 2, 1, recover. So recovery, we need to keep our feet moving. Okay? So even if it's gently. All right, backward lunge next to that full arm raise. Go. So you can go slower or you can speed it up. Good. You find your pace. Just show you from this angle. So we've still got that chest lifted. We're looking straight ahead. Good. Once you've got the move set up with me, if I'm in an awkward position, you don't need me. I'll warn you when we're going to change. Okay? Might be really nice not to have to look at me. That's what the kids do. Right. 3, 2, 1. Recovery. All right, you can use this recovery as a bit of a chance for a jiggle. So, we've got another balance one coming up next. Listen up to this one. So, imagine you're stood in the middle of a clock face. With this leg, we're going to see if we can step onto the 12 o'clock and back. We're going to step this way. Good. And back. Good. Then tap and back. Tap and back. Tap and back. Tap and back. Good. If you're finding this challenging balance-wise, make the steps smaller. Good. And back. Brilliant. March it out. Now let's change legs. I'm going to show you from this angle. So, we've got this leg glued to the floor. We're going to tap and back. Tap and back. Good. Tap and back. Good. Tap and back. Tap and back. One more either side, guys. Forwards, side, bring it in. March it out. Great work. Okay, straight into the next one. Hamstring curls. Good. Now we can add that bicep curl. Brilliant. You can add that pulse behind you if you prefer. Whatever you like. I really like this because it really gets you really opening up that chest, using those muscles in the backs of the arms, backs of the shoulders. Really imagine you're pushing the air behind you. Brilliant. Okay. 10 seconds left of this one. Good. 3, 2, 1. March it out. So this is our recovery. He's woken up. Side taps. Get out of my screen, Sam. Okay. Brilliant. There we go. Who's it saying they miss Sam? Do you really miss Sam? Okay. I'm going to have to move around him. Side taps. Now remember, we can slow it down. We can slow it down. Yeah. Just a few more seconds on this one. I wasn't going to bother moving Sam, but I might have to if I pause. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, guys. So this is where we're going to use that chair, but we're going to be standing. So feel for that chair on the back of the legs, and what we're going to do, Sam, get on there. We're going to push your bottom to the back of the chair, power up. So you don't actually have to sit. You can just go as far as you feel comfortable. You might tap, or you might not. So let's see what we can do with it. Some of you want to keep going slowly down. Now at this point, heels should be on the floor, and you're going to push into those heels to bring you up, squeeze the bottom. Okay? So down, push your bottom to the back of the chair. So you may go that far, it's fine. Brilliant. So this counts as part of your squat challenge, guys. Okay? It is a squat. It is a squat. It's just a different version of one. Really brilliant move. Don't be scared of squats. As long as those knees are in line with that big toe, as long as we get the intensity right, we're okay with it. And last one, march it out. Okay. Job is settled. All is well with the world. Okay, we ready? Knee lifts coming up. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, what we're going to add to this one is a little opposite hand, opposite knee. So we're getting a little bit of rotation. Notice we're keeping that chest lifted. Now, if you're feeling fruity, don't do this if you don't want to. If you don't feel you can. We're going to do 2 on each leg. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just do singles if you like. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're almost there, guys. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Walk it out. Woo! Now we're warm. So backward lunge, this time with the bicep curl, tap behind. Good. Now you can speed it up if you like. Great stuff. How's that? Okay, all calm and tap was front now. The postman, you can actually set your watch by you. We shouldn't complain, but yeah, the dog was across you, isn't it? Okay. Okay, got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, remember that calf exercise. So, straightish legs. They don't have to be locked at the knees, just straightish. Good. So we're really lifting those heels up. Really good exercise for balance as well. Brilliant. Up. And down. Up. And down. Good. Now let's see if you can bend those knees slightly. Do exactly the same. Superb. So we're just keeping that little bend in the knee. Great. You've got it, guys. You've got it. Whoa, my balance there. And we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Now march it out. This time we're going to take a march with a punch. Punch wherever you like. Good. You can use your dumbbells if you like. But what we really want is lots of repetitive movement. So if you're going to be stopping, starting, just go without the dumbbells. Brilliant, guys. Brilliant sound. Give you a little punch. Super, guys. 2 more sections to go after this. Doing a brilliant job. Keep punching. Keep punching. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Okay, so we got side steps next. If we can, we're going to go 2 side steps, jump. Now we're kicking our gas away. Brilliant. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Woo. Make sure we're breathing. So, dumbbells. Ready for that forward raise. So, first of all, feet moving. Up. Slowly down. So this is part of the movement. The downward phase is as important as the upward phase. It's that control where we build strength. I'm going to do this without weights. And I'm going to imagine I'm pushing against something. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Don't forget those feet. Don't forget, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Remember, we can do this bit seated. Good. Last couple, last upright row. Just tap it out, guys. Shake those arms about, put those weights down gently. Woo! Brilliant work, guys. So we're just gonna slow it down. Shake everything out. Have a little bit of water. If you need a toilet break before we cool down, please do. And then we're just going to gently, gently bring that heart rate back down. So we're just going to start making some nice slow circles with these elbows. Slow circles with these elbows. Good. We're just going to circle these elbows. Good. Circle these elbows. And then we're just going to circle those wrists. Circle those wrists. Great. Making sure we breathe out. And then we're going to relax the arms. We're going to take those little heel digs. Take those little taps in front of us. And we're really slowing it down now. Really slowing it down. And then we're going to see if we can take those little taps out to the side. So when we were doing that clock face balance, this is really similar to what we were doing. So you almost need to imagine that we've got a really tight sort of corset on, and we're just having to gently draw ourselves in. Just gently draw ourselves in. So we're trying to keep this part of the body really stable. What tends to happen, this is a really, you can see the dresser behind me. We tend to do that. So we tend to sort of lean, and it's all about weight distribution. And then as we lose balance, okay, we lose the ability to keep this strong core. So what we're doing is keeping this long line here, gently moving those feet. So the trunk is absolutely stable. And for those of you that do Pilates with me, that's the whole principle of it. And I try and bring those principles into what we do. So we're just taking a really gentle step behind. What we're going to do now is just think about starting to press that heel down towards the floor. So as we step back, we step onto the ball of that back foot, and we're just starting to press that heel to the floor. So we'll just show you here. Good. Now what we're going to do now is leave it there. Now some of you will like to do this stretch, just pushing against the wall, pressing that heel to the floor, and we're getting that lovely stretch through the calf muscles. Good. And then we're going to just gently lift, bring it in, take that little pedal. We'll do the same on the other side. So we're sliding that foot behind us, this front knee slightly bent, just trying to push that heel towards the floor. Don't worry if the heel doesn't actually get there. It's the process of just pushing that heel down, which lengthens the calf muscle. So if you think about the calf muscle, in this position, it lengthens. In this position, it contracts and shortens. So we're just trying to lengthen it after all that work. And then we're going to bring it in, and we're just going to gently move those feet. Now what we're going to try and do, like we did in the warm-up, is take that forward raise, but we're going to take it that little bit further, just as far as you feel comfortable, and then we're going to bring it down. So if you've got limited mobility, see if you can turn your palm towards you. It's a little bit easier like that. And down. We're going to do that one more time, guys. So we're just going to bring that arm up, then we're going to steady those feet. We're going to drop that hand down between your shoulder blades, or as far as you feel comfortable. So we're going to look straight ahead, hold that nice long body. We're going to place this hand just on the fleshy part of the arm and assist that stretch. breathe out. And then we're going to reach up again. We're going to see if we can lift that rib cage out of the hips. We're going to take that lovely stretch for the upper back muscles, side of the trunk, bring it down and just let it swing a little bit. Move those feet. Good stuff. So we're going to do the same on the other side. So remember, we started with that forward raise. And what we're doing is 3 of these. Just gently getting that arm movement, finding that shoulder range. And then we're going to reach up. We're going to drop that hand down. We're going to bring that supporting arm, and we're going to just gently push that elbow to the ceiling. And all the while, we're breathing out. If I come here, you can see me a little bit better. And then we're going to reach up, draw that tummy button away from the waistband of the trousers. Lift that chest, get those lovely muscles stretched, and bring it down. Good. And then we'll just let those arms swing a little bit. So flexibility, so important. It allows us to be able to do things. And really, we only really notice when we can't reach for stuff, we can't get down for things, that flexibility is missing. So this is where it's so useful. Now, we're going to take these feet just a little bit wider than normal. So you can see they're a little bit wider. I've still got my bottom in, my chest is lifted. I'm going to turn this foot one way. I'm going to turn this foot to 12 o'clock. Then I'm going to bend that knee in line with that big toe. So heels are down, chest is lifted. We're looking for a stretch on that inner thigh. And if we want to increase the stretch, we're going to gently lift the rib cage. Take that side bend towards the straight leg. Breathe out. And then we're going to breathe in. Push away. Bring that foot to 12 o'clock. Take this one away. Good. So we're breathing out. Just making sure that we're listening to that thigh. So if the stretch is enough without the side bend, just stay there. Breathe out. Breathe in. Bring it back up. Now we're going to turn those heels in, toes, heels, toes. Walk it out. Great stuff, everybody. How are we doing? Are we okay? Are we okay? You're more than okay. You're amazing. Good. Now we're just going to take these little taps behind. Then I'm going to take a tap in front. And then on the second tap here, we're going to relax that foot down. So we're just going to sink down into that back of the thigh stretch. Whoa, I almost went. Breathe out. And then we're going to gently come out. Now this time we're going to lift that toe up. We're going to come back down. Breathe out. We're just going to see if we can hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Move those feet. Take a nice little stretch up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do the same on the other side, shall we? So I'm going to stay this way so you can see what we're doing. So this time, you can see my supporting leg. So the heel is down. Got that nice long back. Good. I'm almost sticking my bottom to the wall behind me. So this one is with that toe down. Then we're going to see if we can come all the way up. Lift that heel. Hold on to something if you need it. If you need some stability, or do this sitting down. And we're going to breathe out. And I'm going to count down. I'm going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe out. 1. Gently bring it all the way up. Whew. Can definitely feel those ones. So let's see if we can open out this chest. Now, I'm going to get you to bring those elbows slightly lower than the shoulders. And then we're going to take these elbows into that belt elbow position. Now we're going to come for that pec deck move. So palms together, we're going to open out this chest, okay? Breathe out. Palms together. Now palms together, we're going to lengthen out those arms and we're going to open out that chest. Draw the shoulder blades together, breathe out and in. Good. Breathe out and in. Lovely. Try and keep that chin drawn to the back of the neck. Now, turn those palms down. See if you can bring those hands behind you. Now, draw those shoulders away from the ears. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Now, what we're going to do is see if we can squeeze those arms behind us, looking straight ahead. 3, 2, 1, and release. Don't worry if you can't go all the way there, just by opening out that chest. It was all about stretch for the front of the shoulders and the chest muscles. Great work, everybody. Great work. So we're just going to take a nice full arm circle. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. We're going to do the same on the other side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let's try both together. We're going to take this breath in. We're going to breathe out. And then we're going to finish with some stretch for the front of the thigh. So we're going to hold on to something for this one. And all we're going to do is stand tall. We're going to bend at the knee. And we're going to see if we can bring this knee so we're pointing towards the floor. So I'm going to come here a little bit. Now, to make this harder, we can, she said, putting the chair over, we can hold onto the back of the trainer. If you've got good flexibility, the front of the trainer. What we want to avoid is that, okay? So lift that chest, tap that bottom under, and then we're going to release. We're going to do the same on the other side. So you can almost bring that knee up, get the hold, then bring that knee down. Now focus on lifting the chest, tucking that bottom under, feeling that stretch down the front of that thigh. Brilliant work, guys. I tend to turn and look at you while we're doing this, but ideally we've got that chin in line with the chest all the time. So I'm going to come and sit down for this one with you. We're going to finish just with a little bit of a shoulder roll. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to drop that chin down towards the chest. We're going to lift it up. Then we're going to look towards this shoulder. We're going to take this hand, gently, gently draw the crown of the head till you're looking at your hip. And then we're going to gently release, come back to center. Let's do the same on this side. So we're going to look towards that shoulder, take that hand, draw that head so we're gently, gently. And bring it down. And then we're just going to pull my top down, take that little shoulder roll. And then we're going to finish with a gentle breath in through the nose. And we're going to really focus, feel those feet on the floor, sitting bones on the chair as you breathe out. So as you breathe in, just notice that air. Think about where it's going. Push out that air. We've drawn the oxygen from it. Drawn everything that's good. Wiggle those fingers. Give those toes a little shake. I certainly have found that breathing almost like a meditation, really. You don't have to do it for more than a few seconds if that's all you've got, or you can face doing. But these times, again, we've gone back into that uncertainty. And the only piece of advice I can give you is hang on in there. And that breathing can really help just ground us. Move as much as as you feel you're capable of. The government guidelines are 30 minutes of sort of aerobic type activity a day. You can split that into 10 minutes, and I'd really like us just to try and keep active for our own health and well-being. So this class will carry on for as long as we need it, as long as I can get you back into the center. And there'll be some more classes coming up via the Zoom angle. So if you haven't heard from me about the Zoom classes, get in touch and I will give you some more information. So have a great weekend, guys. And you've done an amazing job today. Thanks for being with me. I've loved every second. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.